Welcome to the Restoring Balance podcast, where two lifelong friends get together to rewatch and discuss why they love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm Mike.
And I'm Jim. Today we're discussing Book 1, Episode 17, The Northern Air Temple.
Can we talk about how close to Season 2 we are right now?
Dude, only 3 more now.
We're so close to gold.
I absolutely can't wait.
Dude, we're like miners that have been digging for like months and months and months, and we're about to reach the mother lode.
It's literally been over a year.
We've gotten some payoff, you know what I mean? Like, we've got some nuggets here and there. We got some diamonds.
I'm glad that Season 2... How do I put this? I'm glad that Season 2 comes after Season 1.
And let me tell you.
Because we got to practice and get a little bit of experience here before we get to comment on the quality stuff. Every time I watch this episode, I think of you.
Aw.
How's that?
I think of you every day.
All right, cut that. I remember when you and I were rewatching this one time, you mentioned how back in the day, this is what people did for their entertainment. This being...
They watched Avatar.
Of course. No, they were around the campfire and we had a dedicated storyteller for the travelers or just the people in the area that came and gathered and listened to a storyteller just do his thing.
That archetype is one of my favorites. I don't even know if it's real. I think it is. I've heard it a lot in like fantasy literature and like shows, and I don't know if it's some sort of like self-serving BS they pull, because like obviously the person writing a fantasy novel is a storyteller themselves, so they're like, yeah, dude, storytelling, most important thing we ever used to do. I mean,
it's fair to say. Speaking of self-serving though, really quick, the storyteller here says that he learned of this information from his great-grandpappy.
Yeah.
Who is sitting there.
Yeah.
He collects money from him.
From great-grandpappy? Not great-grandpappy.
Like, what is going on?
Grandpappy doesn't have the gravitas. He couldn't tell the story like that.
But he's still paying for it to be heard. That's crazy to me.
You gotta look out for your kids, man. He looked like he was 40. To bring it back to Storytellers, yeah, I remember I just started re-listening to like a favorite podcast of mine, The Wizard, the Witch, and the Wild One. And it opens up with a storyteller in a bar, like recounting the mythology of the world to some kids. They have an important role in society. I mean, they pass down the cultural knowledge and like wisdom, and they entertain. Get your mind off of the hard life that it used to be.
Dude, I'm all about it. Stories are it.
That's what we spend all our time doing anyway in the modern world, like just watching TV and reading books and listening to podcasts. I mean, that's all we do.
Yeah. And just as you mentioned, it's all about passing down wisdom and just expressing oneself. It's it.
Aren't Airbender stories the best?
Was it realistic? Is that how it was back then?
I laugh at gravity all the time. Gravity.
Huh. Do you think Newton was an Avatar, or how did they know what gravity is? Is that the first scientific concept we've had introduced in Avatar? There was one other. Sokka was talking about, it was in the fortune teller episode. And they were talking about like, how does it rain? Can science explain how it rains? It's like, yes, that's the whole thing. Looks like science can explain why things fall too.
Interesting. Maybe it was the Mechanist, dude.
Invented the word gravity?
Sure.
And Aang was using it before he ever met him?
Yep.
Word spreads fast. It's that storyteller.
Exactly.
Campfire to campfire.
Yep.
Spreading wisdom.
If I was in Aang's shoes there, I feel like I would be so excited and partially relieved as well that my culture is still having an effect on the rest of the world this many years later.
That's what he thought. But no, it wasn't a legend from his people. It was the literal people still living on the mountain, which through like the osmosis of the inventor loving the flying machines, it's sort of Aang's culture, but that's the point of the episode is like Aang's culture is gone and it's partially destroyed, and it's these new people who have, I guess, bastardized it in a way, but they're continuing the legacy.
Right. In their own way.
Yeah, it's sad, but like, who has a claim to that area? I mean, the people who live there are gone,
Mm-hmm.
and these people needed a place to stay.
The floods, man.
Yeah, the floods. What are we talking about? What about the Fire Nation War? Is that not why we're refugees? It was just a flood?
Yeah, I'm surprised that was the reason, now that you mention it. I didn't even notice that.
Not everything can be the Fire Nation's fault, I guess.
Oh, maybe that's why they chose to do that.
Well, they still kind of made it the Fire Nation's fault.
Yeah, I wonder why they chose to do that.
I really like how it's the Mechanist's design that leads to all of the Fire Nation's war balloons. Wow. They really take that concept and run with it. I really like how that works. The rest of the episode is not really for me.
I do like that Sokka has his moments here.
It's a sneaky Sokka app.
Yeah.
Okay, you think it's going to be an Aang app because they're going to the air temple? It's not an Aang app, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he doesn't really grow as a character at all in this episode, actually. But Sokka does a little bit. And I love the dynamic that he has with the Mechanists because they're just funny.
You're a genius. The Northern Air Temple is like a castle. When they're flying around on all the gliders, I felt like it was out of Harry Potter. It looked like Hogwarts. It's got all those like pathways going around, and you see the spires rising, and they're flying all around like the brooms in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Why is it such a beautiful temple? It's decadent. It's too much.
Well, I guess part of the reason that that's included is because Nickelodeon wanted a Harry Potter / Lord of the Rings type of show. Like, that's the whole reason this show happened in the first place.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude. And I guess they got it.
Hey, you want it, you get it, man.
Yeah, those franchises were like in their heights during the time this show came out. And so Nickelodeon was like, let's do that.
They were right.
They were right. They made the best choice they could have with the Bright combination, they call it.
Huh?
Mike and Brian.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Mike should come first.
Mayan.
Ryan.
You're right, though. It does feel like Hogwarts.
Well, that's part of the thing. I just feel like it doesn't fit the vibe of Avatar. The other temples reflect more of the aesthetic that I've come to associate with the Airbenders because they're supposedly nomadic. First off, how come they got all these freaking temples they live at if they're nomadic? Second off, aren't they supposed to have like no possessions except they live in a castle?
I think they lived at all of them. Like, I feel like it's a rotation.
It was the same Airbenders that lived at all 4 of the temples? Whoa, I've been absolutely lost, apparently.
I don't know that I'm right, but that's the impression that I've always
No.
had.
Let's talk about this. Okay, this is opening up a whole world in my mind right now. I always assumed it was 4 different airbending groups that lived in these different areas, much like there's Northern Water Tribe, Southern Water Tribe. But since they're airbenders, I guess they could fly. They have the bison, so they could move throughout the year. They could vacation in the Eastern Temple, and then when winter hits, they could go south, and then.
The reason I've always had that impression is because Aang's always mentioned, like, oh, when we came here, we would do this. Like, even when they arrive at this air temple, he says that this is where we used to play Sky Bison Polo.
No, you're right. I think you're right. That's fun. I never caught that in my other rewatches. Because obviously the Airbenders have been wiped out. I guess I just assumed the Fire Nation went to each one and wiped them out separately. But the fact that there aren't any bones, unlike the Southern where Aang's people died. Yeah, but I guess that was all the people. It still leaves the question, where are the women? Listen, people, I brought it up in multiple. Where are the women?
Well,
and where are their bones?
I feel like to think that they were all at that Southern Air Temple kind of goes against what I've always felt, though. The way I've always thought about it is that there's always some monks at each of the air temples, and they just kind of come and go as they please, or they'll organize it to where everybody gets to meet and interact with everybody just at different air temples at different times, which to me aligns with the word nomadic.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It could be I'm getting this perception because we're hearing it from Aang, who was a kid, so he's still being raised. He hasn't fully embraced the nomadic lifestyle. He's still in school, and on top of that, he was being watched closely because he's the avatar. So he's not free to go anywhere. And maybe the kids get like watched until they're 18 or 14 or whenever.
Yeah, even Appa, when he's at the Eastern Air Temple without Aang, he's chewing on the bars from his memories.
He remembers.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
So, like, they've been around. Whenever I rewatch this episode, I always wonder how Aang knew that they weren't airbenders at a glance.
No spirit.
How does he know? It's so interesting to me.
He's the bridge between the spirit world. He can see spirit a mile away, bro.
Yeah, he really can. I want to be able to tell the way Aang is being able to tell right now.
100%. Here's what I'll say. I think they animated it the same way they animate the Airbenders gliding. I don't think there's a visible difference for us, but in the mind of Aang, like if we're living in his reality, for sure, he's so familiar with what it means to like use bending to propel yourself and how that like affects your axis of rotation and slicing through the air and what you can achieve versus when he looks over there and sees, I'm going to assume, robotic gliding where he can like probably tell it's like there's no addition of momentum. It's not derived from the body, it's derived from like the lift of the wings, and he's like, that's not how we do it.
Yeah.
He's got the eye of a master.
He sure does. It's so interesting. It makes me think of like if you know somebody really well and they're saying something in a way that you're like, yeah, they're lying. Like the same thing is happening with Aang and this glance at their ability to glide.
There's these like inimitable qualities when you're doing an action that if you're trying to fabricate it, like you miss them because you don't have the cognizance in your own mind to notice your idiosyncrasies. Like you don't know what you don't know. You're doing like thousands of little things you don't understand, and when you try to make it up, you can't replicate it.
I love that Aang gets competitive with the gliding when they arrive at the temple. He and Teo have an unspoken battle. They start talking to each other after they've been going at it for a little bit, but it's all respect. I love it. I'll never forget. We had my dad's friends over here for a pool party one time, and they brought some cousins of theirs. One of them was about my age and a pretty athletic dude. Just met him, and we start playing pool volleyball, and there's just an unspoken, like, oh, I'm the anchor of my team. He's the anchor of his team. Like, we're going to see who can carry their team to victory here. And it was respectful as well. But even outside of the pool, when we'd participate in other activities, it just became like, okay, this guy is an athlete, you know, from both of our perspectives.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I did a backflip in celebration of like a good kick I did in kickball. And he was like, whoa, did you just do a backflip, dude? I was like, yeah, that's awesome. You know? And then it's so funny when you have these competitive interactions. If you get a compliment, it just like immediately opens the doors to like, dude, you're bros now.
It's like the rival mechanic in anime.
Exactly.
You push each other.
100%.
Competing, but then there's like a mutual respect underneath. Aang definitely didn't start off with the respect.
No,
he was there to school
never
them.
does.
He was there to school them.
Actually, it definitely does start off with respect. I think if it doesn't start off with respect, then there's some pride involved, and you might have to take a look at yourself.
Aang was prideful.
Yeah, he was.
He was like, I'm better than these guys. They're fake, bro.
But he does well to acknowledge that they do have spirit. And Teo is super respectful about it. Not just about the gliding, but about the culture and Aang. It's really nice to see.
Good kid. Good kid.
Good kid for sure.
All right. Don't think you're going to get out of me talking about the animals in this episode.
Here comes Super Animal Talk Fun Time with Mr. Mike.
The name changes every time, I swear. Fireflies and the lanterns. Now, hybrid animal-wise, I'm thinking it's half fire, half fly, some sort of weird thing they concocted in the lab. No, what the heck? It's a normal firefly?
Interesting point. I didn't even notice that it was just its own singular animal.
Yeah, just normal animal.
Yeah.
They've had a couple,
Right.
but they shouldn't have had a couple. That's for sure.
Mike certainly will not allow it.
You ever think about fireflies and lightning bugs? You ever think about that?
I think I have before.
Both great names. They came up with both the names and they said, guys, I don't know which one to go with. We're gonna have to use them both. And everybody said, sure.
Is that how it went?
I think so.
You were there?
Here, let's come up with a new name for fireflies.
Oh my god.
Okay, what do we got? Yeah, cooking. Oh, I'm already halfway there, bro. You're done.
Oh, we have flies and we have bugs. What's another?
Glow beetles.
Glow.
Wait, I
beetles.
premature. Wait, I wasn't ready. Glow insect. Crap.
Yeah.
They had us in the first half, man.
And that's it for our segment.
Fine, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, before we end it, I have one more animal.
What do you got?
The hermit crab.
I like the metaphor.
What? Oh, yeah. If you lose your house, you can find another one or something.
You can make anywhere your home.
It got me thinking about real hermit crabs. They don't make their own shells. Like, that's the famous thing about them is they find new shells when they grow bigger, right? Where are all these shells coming from? That's the equivalent of us just like walking around and there just being like a $500,000 home just vacant. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
They're betting on free real estate?
I mean, obviously, real hermit crabs like find their shells on the beach. And so
Obviously.
there's shells everywhere. But, I mean, I don't really see them when I'm on the beach, but I trust that they get it done.
They put in the hours.
Now, these hermit crabs are in the freaking mountains of the north.
How do they get up there? That's what I want to know. I thought only sky bison could get up
Dude.
here.
I got nothing for you, man. I got nothing for you on how they got there, how they handle that cold, and where they're getting their shells from.
Well, obviously, their white fur protects them in the cold. Didn't you see?
I got nothing for you. The fireflies, though, were welcome in terms of a non-flammable light source.
Shine moth. Nah, cut it.
Oh my god, dude. I just want to talk about science, your favorite thing, and you insist on the animal fun time, huh?
Sparkle.
Oh my god.
I honestly was thinking so hard that I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Come on, dude. I thought you liked science. I thought you would like to talk about how they're not a flammable light source.
Oh, yeah, that's fun, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
You know that rotten egg thing is like, I think that's really what we do.
What, in terms of...
We put the rotten egg smell into natural gas for that very reason.
Oh, yeah. The natural gas fighters, as I like to think of them as. They're like firefighters, but for natural gas.
What?
Isn't that the thing?
You might be onto something. I've got blind spots, okay? So these natural gas fighters, where do they, what do they do?
Well, I'm guessing by what you're talking about that that's what they do.
They smell?
Yeah, there are people whose whole career is literally fighting fires, right? You got those people are firefighters.
Heard of them?
I don't know the name of the gas fighters, but we're going to call them natural gas fighters.
Wait. This is just like the lightning bug section. We need to come up with a name.
Oh my God. But what they do is they get reports of natural gas. They show up. They, I'm guessing, put in some sort of rotten egg smell.
Gas garrison.
And then, oh my God. And then they use the smell to do something about the gas.
Kerosene killers. Anyway, to address what you said.
This guy's not even podding it.
I don't think they put the smell in. Like, that's just the people who provide natural gas. Like, when they create it, they put in, like, chemicals so it can be detected with our nose. But definitely, I think those people would use the fact that it smells to help them detect it. I'm sure they have, like, cameras, like infrared cameras, that allow them to see like turbulence with gas or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, me either.
I get that these are 20-minute episodes and we got to get through plot points, but the inventor in his office says they'll be here soon. And then I think no more than 7 seconds later, the guy's there at the trapdoor to his office. What is that?
Yeah, very soon.
He should have been more worried about it. He's got the Avatar in his office. I'm sure he's aware that the Fire Nation is hunting for the Avatar.
Yeah, as fast as he arrives, I feel like the Mechanist, if I were the Mechanist, I would have insisted, no, please get out right now. I'll talk to you later. Stay out. But he was cool with them, like, not leaving.
You're right. It sort of deflated the stakes. Like, it could have been a tense moment of like, I don't have time for this moral dilemma. They're going to be here right now. Get in the closet. And then it could be like an eavesdropping situation. And then the confrontation.
True.
It got a similar effect. I think we could have had a little more drama. Maybe they just weren't feeling it this ep.
Well, like you said, for the timing. But you know what else is they really let him leave. I feel like if we're gonna declare war like this, let's keep the guy who's gonna communicate that we're gonna invade here, so he doesn't communicate it.
I don't know. What are you gonna do with him? You gonna join the community?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think you're suggesting they push him off ye old mountain.
Hey, man, he's not a good guy. He comes in there hot.
He's not denying it, folks.
You know, let's just put him out in the cold for a little while. Cool him off.
Put him in the cooler.
I do have a fun little surprise for you.
What?
For when they're in that room.
Which room?
The one where the Fire Nation guy comes up.
Okay, yeah, what?
When we arrive in that room, the Mechanist is working on the blueprints for something. Did you catch what it was?
I saw he was playing with a model of a hot air balloon, but he had a blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a hint? Can you pose it as a riddle? I really like riddles.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Language of origin?
Oh, man. He makes weapons for the Fire Nation. In season 3, the most prominent weapon that he is involved with is the balloon. They make it into
It's a warship class.
yeah, Empire class fire Navy ship or something like that. Insert the clip.
Fine.
That's a sharp outfit, Chan. Careful. You could puncture the hull of an Empire-class Fire Nation battleship, leaving thousands to drown at sea. Because it's so sharp.
That's season 3's most prominent weapon that the Mechanist is involved with. What is the most prominent weapon?
The tank. It's the reversible metal box with the treads climbing up the mountain.
Good guess. That's for
Dude.
this episode. What I was going to ask is...
The train.
I was going to ask...
No, the...
What is the first weapon that comes to mind for you when you think of season 2?
Season 2? That's the drill. That's what I meant by the train.
Oh. Well, it's a drill. Yeah, dude.
It was a blueprint for the drill?
It was.
I was thinking of the drill when I was watching. It's subliminal. It seeped into my subconscious. Because he's making, honestly, bangers out here.
He's really smart.
The tanks that, like, self-righted were the perfect way to counteract Aang, because Aang was just flipping over. He's a freaking pacifist or whatever. Lame. Push him off the mountain, Aang.
Speaking of Aang, pushing people off the mountain, you can't tell me he's certainly never used violence to take a life if he is just blasting these people marching up the mountain off the mountain.
I mean, he's no Batman, okay? Or Spider-Man. Whose code is it to not kill anybody? Maybe all the heroes. Are they not killing people out here?
Pretty common code from most heroes.
Wait, you guys are out here not killing people? Bloody knuckles.
Every time I watch this episode, I'm like, what? They're dead.
Maybe. As long as you don't think about it. It didn't happen.
Well, I guess I'll forget about it again until next time.
Yeah, but the Mechanist makes some of the best stuff. He made the drill. Dude, that drill almost took Ba Sing Se, man.
I like a lot about how that drill is used, and I want to talk about it, but the episode we're on is not the one to do it. So,
And we'll get there.
yep.
That's why we're hoping for season 2. I hear it's coming up next. It's coming around the bend, man.
When this episode was wrapping up, we got another visual of a statue with what I used to think was just a beast with eyes making up all of its head and horns on the side. But dude,
That's a sky bison.
it is a freaking sky bison. I didn't know. I thought all of those swirls of hair
Yeah,
were eyeballs.
it looks kind of like that, but it's a sky bison.
I literally wrote in my note that I wish these statues were sky bison or lion turtles.
I got great news, buddy.
We got one of them. Oh my gosh, man. I didn't notice until today, literally. I'm just glad that it wasn't a random beast with a million eyes. Because if it was, I would have.
You would have complained about it on the podcast. I want a statue of a lemur.
You have enough lemur memorabilia.
No, I have one. You never get me anything, man. I only have one lemur,
That's all you want.
and I got it for myself. Yeah, no, I'm a one and done kind of guy. How much junk do I need?
Dude, the lemur's not junk.
Talk about my lemur like that.
Katara was giving her best lemur impression when she was gliding out there, eating bugs,
That was fun.
because Momo heard Aang say to keep your mouth closed because you'll run into bugs. And immediately we see Momo, mouth open.
I mean, that was the best scene in the whole ep. So, how's that for fair?
You think so? I feel like we laughed harder at something else.
I just like Momo.
I know you do. Pretty good.
Thanks. And with that, thanks for listening to this episode of the Restoring Balance podcast. And just like Momo, always tip your storyteller.
And even though the Airbenders are gone, their spirit lives on. That's not spoken at all. I love that.
That's why you come to a podcast like this, so we can
Speak it.
so we can trip and fall our way into the conclusion eventually.
Yeah, we'll get it out one of these times.
What do you think about spark bug, or ember insect, or candlefly?
I can't believe I have to do this with you.
Candlefly?
See, what they don't know is you'll actually keep freaking thinking about this stuff for like a week.
A week?
Yeah, maybe longer.
I'd drop this in a moment. It'd be fun to find one extra good one.
All right, it's been a moment.
though. It'd be fun though.
You know what I found interesting about their arrival to the temple?
No.
Dude, you're supposed to say what?
No.
Even the Mechanist's involvement in the balloons is called back to when Sokka is trying to make small talk with Zuko on the way to the Boiling Rock. He says that a friend of his designed these.
He also says a friend of his turned into the moon.
Yeah, he does. That's rough, buddy.
Hey, it's Mike here. If you made it through those 4 post-credit scenes, you probably don't mind the sound of my voice, so check me out on my other podcast, Realms of the Lost. It's a D&D actual play set in a fantastical world after mysterious portals opened all across the land. So check out Realms of the Lost wherever you get your podcasts.